What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back to Soulstone Survivors episode 5. We are back again after getting a clear on the Whispering Grove last episode after it killed me twice. But I'm happy to say we are back in action, and the win streak is going to start fresh from Monday's video, and it's going to progress through today's video as well. As you can see, we are loaded up into the game, and we did purchase the Houndmaster. It's time to change things up a little bit. So we're going to go with the Houndmaster, give him a nice little run, see what we can do here. Just so you guys, just so you know, I had my mic muted, so I already recorded this intro, so I already did all my allotments, but I have to re-record it because I was muted. So here we are. We did take another point in the fleet footwork ability for some movement. We need that movement speed. And we can increase this to max, increase the amount of minor soulstones you earn by 50%. I think we're going to do that. So this is at maximum level, and you know what? I think that's a good move. Minor soulstones means more unlocks, means more skill tree development, means we can maybe finally get to the rune unlocks. That's what we're going for, baby. Love to see it. But without further ado, let's dive right in and figure out what map we want to take on with the Houndmaster for the first time. Okay, so since we're not familiar with the character, I don't necessarily want to go on and progress to the Frozen Wastelands. We might go back to the Scorching Valley here and maybe apply some curses to try this thing out because we haven't done any of this yet. So, let's see what we want to do. Explosive Goblins will now appear earlier in the match. Elite enemies have 10% health and 10 armor power. Lords of the Void now have 10% extra health and 10 armor power. And Revenge of the Void is every time you kill an enemy, there is a 2% chance of a meteor falling near your position. Yikes, dude. Fucking yikes. I don't know if we want to do all of these. Fuck it. Let's do all of them. Let me go. Let's go, baby. If we fail, we'll just do another run. Let's go.
The chase is on.
All right.
Find the Void King.
Here we are. This is not what I expected this character to do, to be honest. I was not expecting a lob, but I will take it. I just wasn't expecting a lob attack, but I don't mind it. We got our little pups out there, and they are dunking people, which I respect and appreciate. The nice thing about this, though, taking on curses with this character in particular, is we are ranged, so we should be able to hopefully keep our distance as much as possible, given the circumstances. So we'll see what happens. You never know. I'm a little nervous, but I'm here for it. I'm here for the challenge. Should be fun nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen. We can use skills more frequently. That could be really useful since this is a pretty slow-moving, slow reloading ability that we have. But it just makes more sense to take Magnetic. I love Magnetic. I think Magnetic's stupid powerful in this game. So I think we're going to take Magnetic for the extra experience and the increased pickup area, because you don't have any pickup area stock in this game. So that's the best move. That's what we're going to take here.
Stronger already.
Now, I definitely need to make sure that I keep myself healthy here, because we do have the curse on that I do take 12% less healing from the healing shrines now because of that curse. So I want to make sure I keep myself as safe as possible, even if it means that I'm going to have to make the run take a little bit longer. Ultimately, being safe is going to be massively important, and that's going to be what we want to watch out for as we go. All right, couple new abilities here. Obviously, Firebolt was an ability that we had access to on the Warrior Berserk Barbarian. Jesus Christ, couldn't think of his name. But what do we got here? Shrapnel Shot. Fires projectiles in the target direction that explode into smaller projectiles that fly in all directions, causing damage and applying bleed. Gain ammunition. So what the hell is ammunition? Whenever you cast a skill, consume 20 stacks of ammunition and add 5 charges of multicast to the skill being used. Lasts for 120 seconds. That is pretty cool. And then we also have Weakening Shot, which fires a blast of fire in a cone in the target direction, causing damage and leaving a smoking area on the ground that applies Exposed and gain ammunition. Exposed increases direct damage taken by up to 40% for 6 seconds. Bonus is proportional to the damage caused by each attack. I think ultimately Weakening Shot is the better long-term play for us here, but I think it makes the most sense to go with shrapnel shot here, just so that way we can get a little bit more wave management and wave clear, with the hope that we can snag weakening shot at a higher level. So that's what we're going to do here. Hope that logic makes sense, but that's what we're going to try. Let's do it. Shrapnel shot.
That hit right.
Getting a little dangerous. Oh boy, I got stuck on that rock. Luckily we were able to kind of escape. Oh nice, that shrapnel shot is pretty cool. It does do some nice stuff. Pretty cool animation. That's one of the best things about these games, is those animations. All right. Good, 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 good. We gotta take the epic multicast. Absolutely. Increases the chance of mortar shot, which is what we really need help with here. So this is actually the perfect time for this to pop.
Feel it in my bones.
You know, I gotta tell you, chat, I did set this game up to do the auto aim, but it really would be beneficial to probably not go auto aim. It's just so much more fun to play these games with auto aim, in my opinion. But I'm starting to get attacked from the people at range a little bit more, which I'm not the biggest fan of, but kind of is what it is. Might have to look into going with actually being forced to aim in the future, but we'll see. For now, we're going to leave it on auto aim. Obviously here, magnetic would be a fantastic choice, but since we already have that, that'll definitely come up again. It's not something we need to prioritize right off the bat. Not interested in behemoth. I probably should take behemoth, but we're going to pass on defensive for now, since we still are at 100% HP. So that leaves us with the area of effectability of mortar shot, which we've already got an increase to the multicast chance. So having this area of effect is going to be massive. So that's definitely what we're going to take here.
Oh yeah, good choice.
All right, we're able to kite pretty well. We're doing okay. Yeah, man, I mean, oh boy, that was a lot of mortars. That was awesome right there. That was super sick, bro. Oh boy, we got a lot of new abilities. This is what I live for, baby. Suction bomb. Throws a bomb in an area in front of you, pulling enemies toward its position, causing damage and applying bleed. That sounds fucking sick, especially for its defensive capabilities, being able to kind of cluster enemies away from me so I can keep my space. That sounds fucking sick. Storm of arrows. Quickly fires arrows in all directions, causing damage. That one's kind of lame, but obviously could be very useful as well. And the final one is frag shot. Fires a shot in the direction that causes damage. In the target direction that causes damage, applies dazed and releases 2 secondary bolts on impact, gaining aptitude. Now, what is aptitude, ladies and gentlemen? Aptitude increases crit chance by 10% for 6 seconds. I think we got to go with suction bomb for the defensive capabilities of this skill. That's what we're going to go with. If we have to sub it out later, we have to sub it out later, but I think this is going to be our best bet for the time being.
I feel it kicking in.
Yeah, this multicast on my mortar bomb is really, really nice. Big fan of that so far. We are having a little bit of issues right now because this elite is really on me, and it's really kind of hard to hit these mortar shots on someone that's really pushing forward very, very aggressively. So a little sketchy, but we're chilling. Damage increase for suction bomb and mortar shots probably gonna be what we take here. It's tempting to go for the max health, but again, we haven't taken damage, and I know that I do this every single run. I wait way too long to take defensive options. Basically, I wait till I have no choice and then I die. So I probably should take behemoth here, but we're going to go with the damage increase for now because, like I said, we are still flawless up to this point. I think we should be okay, and hopefully we'll get another defensive option soon. Damage increase, give it to me.
That'll do just fine.
All right, the first Lord of the Void is here. He's going to be more tanky than we've ever experienced with these curses. So hopefully we can go ahead and beat his ass. We'll see what happens. Oh boy, he's on me. Oh boy. All right. We are definitely going to want some dash upgrades because we are in trouble trying to get away from this young man. But it is good so far. We're doing okay. Perfect. We got agile. That is definitely going to be what we take. We need to be able to move faster. I feel like we're kind of walking in mud. Movement speed is going to be the best option for us. Let's do it.
Perfect timing for this.
Hell yeah, you got it, hound dog. Ain't nothing but a hound dog, yeah. All right, meteor. We've seen meteor before. Weakening shot comes back up again. That sounds perfect right about now. And then we also have explosive shot, which fires an explosive shot in the direction that causes damage and applies shattered to enemies in a large area and gain munition. Shattered is armor reduction. That would be massive, very, very massive. It is difficult to choose between weakening shot or explosive shot, but I do believe that weakening shot is the better option because it will give us 40% extra damage. I mean, can we complain with that? No. Maybe we'll see explosive shot in the future, but for now we're taking weakening shot 100%.
Okay.
The first Lord of the Void is dead. We have 6 skill points available. This is massive, massive. Let's take Brutal Strikes. Since we do have 5 skill points, I would like to see a defensive option get taken here within the next 5 skill points. Hopefully something like that does pop. We're really prioritizing Laceration because we do have every ability except for the weakening shot that deals bleed damage, so increasing that is massive for our build. So we're going to go with that. And then we've got Meteor Poison Bolt. So this is very similar to Fire Bolt. Obviously, this just deals poison damage. And then we have Bombardment. Calls down a bombardment around your current position. Each bomb deals damage in a large area and applies bleed. Damage is multiplied based on your area modifier. I think that is definitely what we're going to go with. We're already stacking bleed anyways, so we might as well keep on that. We're going to go ahead and take Merciless. We have 2 abilities left. We really need to consider our defensive options here. Agile is going to be much better than Behemoth in this situation, and we are looking at our final skill for the run, unless we swap something out later. The first option is Combustion. Emits an aura of fire that applies burn to nearby enemies every half a second. Then we have Poison Puddle, which throws a projectile at a random enemy, causing damage and leaving a poison puddle on the ground that applies debilitated and poison. And then we have Napalm Blast, which fires a blast of fire in a cone in the target direction, causing damage and leaving a burning area on the ground that applies shattered to enemies. That is definitely what we're going to be going for. We need that armor reduction over the burn damage. This is just going to fit our build much better than the other 2. We're going to take Napalm Blast.
All right.
But I already feel much more comfortable now with the additional movement speed that we just picked up. It has given me that extra mobility that we were desperately in need of, so I'm very, very happy with that. We are getting pushed by an elite Wasp here, so we got to make sure we're staying true. We got to make sure we're staying clean. It's very difficult as we have all the curses applied here at the Scorching Valley. It's going to make for a much more difficult run, but so far so good. We are doing very well. I'm very happy with this build. It feels nice right now. Really no complaints there. We're able to kind of consistently keep ourselves safe due to the movement speed, and our damage is quite good. And obviously the multicast is a huge benefactor for why we're able to do so much damage and put so much damage out there, because we're able to really smash dudes, which I'm a big, big fan of. We're going to go ahead and take Infused Gunpowder. For each type, you have a bomb and cruise. Improve your skills without bomb. So three of our abilities, I believe, have bomb, or 2. This is going to increase the abilities that do not have it. Obviously, I don't need to explain it like an absolute buffoon, but we're going to go ahead and take Infused Gunpowder. It should increase our crit chance, and hopefully we'll see bloodshed again as we progress. We got a long ways to go yet in this run, so we'll have plenty of time. Let's take Infused Gunpowder here.
Ooh, feels good in the bones.
This is a good run so far, y'all. Very good run. I would love to get the extra dash ability. That would be massive. I know that's kind of a rare drop, or kind of a legendary type of drop, so we might not get it as we get pushed by an elite dragon here. Just try to back up as best as we can. So far, so good. He should die. He did die. Massive. All right. So far, so good, man. So far, so good. About took damage there. I got pretty goddamn lucky. But we're hanging in there, doing just fine. I know that I haven't picked up that many gems. We've been very, very mobile as of late, which is maybe going to hurt us a little bit. But that was huge bombardment. That was a massive bombardment. Absolutely gigantic bombardment. We do have a treasure chest in the top right-hand corner of the screen. I would love to get up there to get that. Let's go ahead and take... Gosh damn, I just neglect defense way too much in these games, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and take area modifier and try to work our way to that northeast corner to try to get this treasure chest, because that is going to be massive. All that experience is going to help us out best, you know, as much as it can. I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm stumbling all over my words, stumbling, bumbling, rumbling. You know what I mean? It ain't going great, but it's, you know what I mean. We need this chest. We need this experience, as we have been running around this entire time as we work up towards the second Lord of the Void, and experience is king. We need it. So we need to get this. We're about to pop it. Massive. We are in good shape here, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think we want to change out any of our skills. Let's go to passive power-ups. Multicast chance, cast frequency from relentless, and bigger area of effect. We have a massive amount of area of effect. Let's go with expansive again. And hopefully we start seeing some defensive skills soon, because we definitely need to take that at this point. We're getting to the point now that we need it more than anything in the entire world, as we get our first legendary power-up of the run. Multicast, which is going to increase all physical type attacks, which is essentially every attack in our arsenal. This is massive. We're going to see much more bombardments. We're going to see much more mortar shots. This is absolutely perfect and exactly what we need.
At least worth tracking.
Damage increase. We got to go behemoth here, chat. We have to start stacking some HP. Only being at 86 HP is very dangerous, and as you can clearly see, we've only killed one Lord of the Void, and it's only going to get harder from here. We need to get some more defense in this build, so behemoth it is. We definitely need it.
Yeah, good choice.
All right, we did unlock the second Lord of the Void as we skip these powerful power-ups, as we do not need them. We will take lethality here. I think that is the best option, and hopefully we can just burn this massive Lord down while keeping safe. We don't need to go absolutely crazy to go after the boss. We need to make sure we prioritize our own safety, but we're gonna be finessing. We're gonna be enassing, as CDN the Third would say, keeping ourselves safe. That's gonna be massively important. Already. So that's what we're gonna look to do. Is we absolutely dominated him right there with a bombardment. Huge. That was really, really good, as we have taken some damage. A little bit sketchy. We went in a little bit too close. That was kind of a bad move by me, but it is what it is. That being said, area modifier is going to be massive. That's what we're going to take. And we have 8 skill points. Huge. Baby. Attack speed would be really, really nice of shrapnel shot. Let's go ahead and take damage modifier here. We will take powerful strikes here. We will take merciless here. We will skip this here. We will take powerful strikes again. I really need indomitable. That's beautiful. The damage increase of mortar shot, you better believe we're taking that. We're going to skip that. We have magnetic here. We also have increases the cast chance of all area attacks, which is 5 of our 6 abilities. Have to take that, and I don't even know what I just took there. I hit a button by mistake, and it passed whatever it was.
Right.
Totally fine. I think we're good. We are full health now. I don't know. Maybe we didn't lose health. Maybe we just leveled up. I don't exactly know what happened there, but we are at full health right now, which I'm going to take. We have some elite serpents here that are shooting at us, so I got to make sure our dashes are on point. So far, so good. That was very close to hitting us, though. Man, we look good out here, chat. I tell you what, this looks good. This looks like a great build. We gotta start getting those elites down, though. That's really where we're struggling, and since, like I said, I have it on auto-aim, I don't necessarily think they go after the heavy targets all the time, so that's a little bit of a difficulty that we're experiencing, but ultimately, we're doing okay. We're staying good. We're staying alive. We're doing really, really well right now. I can't complain, as we have yet to take any damage, to my knowledge. Let's go ahead and get these common materials over here. Hopefully. I think we got them. That's great. All right, got to keep making sure we prioritize our dash. I would still love to see another... they pop up for increased dashes, because that would be huge. Haven't seen it yet, but that's totally, totally okay. Here we go. Let's take area of effect. This just does bombs. This does everything, so we're going to take this one. It also increased its area modifier of 40% as opposed to 30. This is just ultimately a better effect, so we'll take that. We're going to continue to work our way east here. We have a couple more resource deposits over there that we're going to go ahead and try to get down to, since we want to make sure we get all that stuff to level up our weapons. We are absolutely dropping the fucking
Should have stayed in your hole
on people right now,
Trace me.
which is good to go. I think we just got the third void boss open. He's right there. Again, this is where we really need to prioritize our dashes to make sure that we are getting out of the way. There's a lot of colors on the screen, which is rough for us colorblind folk. We just destroyed it. Absolutely destroyed that boss. Our build is ridiculous right now. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Infused gunpowder. You better believe it. We can have even more multicast. 96% for mortar shot. You best believe we'll take that. Let's do more damage overall. That's going to be the better option. I'm looking for some defense here. That's really what I want. Let's go ahead and take Merciless to get us up to 60% crit damage. We will take Magnetic. Really could use some defense. Your armor's improved. We'll take that at this point just to be safe.
Feel it in my bones.
Look at this build. This build is absolutely banana lands, candy lands. I don't even think our dogs have done anything really at this point, but we did take a lot of damage. I did not realize that. We're okay right now. I gotta be a little bit more careful. I don't know what the hell kicked my ass there, but we gotta be a little bit more on the careful side, ladies and gentlemen. And we were down to 35 HP, and I don't even know what hit me. Yikey, yikey. We gotta be a little bit smarter. We're getting pushed by an elite here. Gotta continue to backpedal as much as we can. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I need to get my dashes up, bro. I need to get my dashes up. Nice dodge. We did take damage, though. Oh boy, it's getting dangerous, y'all. It's getting very dangerous, y'all. We're taking a lot of damage. I need to prioritize the fuck out of defensive abilities right now, because we are taking way too much damage, way more than I would like. I know that this Houndmaster is kind of a glass cannon, being that he only has 86 maximum HP, but we are in trouble if we don't get some fucking health up in this bitch.
Perfect.
So
for this.
we are gonna prioritize the hell out of defensive abilities at this point, because we need it. As far as our damage goes, we're in decent shape. I don't think we need to prioritize damage anymore. We really need to look for armor. We need to look for block chance. We need to look for health, and that is literally all that we want right now, because we are in massive dangers. Another elite is pushing onto us, which is very dangerous. You know, it's not as bad for the barbarian as he has close range attacks, but this Houndmaster definitely struggles with that. He's more of a long range guy, so the close range encounters are very scary. This is pretty tough. But we're going to take Behemoth since it's uncommon. I would love to see Agile come up again in the future, because we definitely do need more movement speed. It'll just keep us safer.
Through the Dawnstone we ascend.
But it is what it is for now. We are summoning the next Lord of the Void, so we want to make sure we hold our dodges as best as we can to make sure we can avoid any of attacks like that. Massive attacks that are very, very sketchy. Back up, back up, back up, back up. He's gonna die. Huge. We did get a health stone drop, which is huge. Go ahead and grab that. That's massive. Back up to 100 HP. Very, very good. Epic power for infused gunpowder, but we have resilience. I think we have to take resilience. I know it's a weird thing taking a common over an epic skill ability, but we had to do it. We just need safety. We need insurance at this point to make sure we clear the run. So that's what we have to prioritize. Let's take multicast for blast. That'll give us better shrapnel shot. And so far, we're doing all right. We're doing better. Feeling a little bit more confident, since we now have triple-digit health again instead of down to 35 where we were at one point in this run. So I definitely feel a little bit better, but definitely would like some more movement speed. Alligators. These things run directly at me. And again, we are not good up close, so we got to make sure we keep on backpedaling. Oh boy, this wave's going to be up on my ass too, man. Not great, not great. So far, we're doing okay though. So far, we're doing okay, though, man. Just gotta make sure we stay safe. It's much more difficult than it looks, I think, y'all. This is what I'm talking about. This is the challenge that I want right here, brother. We had some early, easy clears. Got stopped a couple times at Whispering Grove, probably due to my own mistakes. But now we're talking. Now we're having some hard action, bullet heaven enjoyment, and I'm all for it, man. I love this. I love putting those charms on. It's fucking amazing. We'll take Agile here for the movement speed. We've been talking about it a lot, so let's take it. Let's take it here.
Fine.
All right, we might. You know, I got a good feeling. I don't want to jinx it, but I feel like we're in a decent spot here, as we only have one Lord of the Void to kill here. We have killed 4 out of the 5. We're gonna work our way over to this health if we can. We got it. So we're at 137, which is very decent. Less than 100 to go before we unlock the final Lord of the Void for this area with max curses. And not quite there yet. I thought we would get there. We were really racking them up quickly, but then it just completely stopped, but totally fine. Oh, that was really dangerous. Oh my goodness gracious. We about took a lot of damage there. We are on the final Lord of the Void, ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, with all 5 curses active, this is fucking crazy. Let's go ahead and take Agile. You know how we do. We need that movement speed, and we're going to try to dump this boss as best as we can with continuing to be as safe as we can as well. Oh boy, this guy is much tankier than what we've experienced up to this point, so we got to make sure we're careful. Gonna take a little bit of damage. Oh my god, look at that damage. Look at our damage, baby! Oh my god, look at that damage. None of these matter. None of these matter. We cleared it. We're fucking chilling. Let's go, baby! What an amazing run.
Good job, boys.
Woo.
But we still need to dethrone the king.
What an amazing run that was. We do have the boss option again. I don't think we're ready, though. I don't think we're ready. I don't think we end this video with a death to the boss. I've not even tried the boss yet, but I want to get more unlocks in my skill tree before we do that. So we're not doing that. Either way, that was an incredible run. That was beautiful. Thought for sure we were going to be failing on this episode, but we made it through, and it was wild, to say the least. Let's go ahead and leave. And just like that, we leveled up the Houndmaster to level 5 in one run, thanks to having all of those curses activated. We got a massive increase, and it paid off for us. That was definitely the longest run we have had to date, being at 12 minutes total, to be expected with all of those curses applied. Damage per skill, Napalm Blast with 7 million is our leader. Mortar Shot coming in 6.2, Suction Bomb 6.4, Weakening Shot 5.6, Bombardment 5.5, Shrapnel Shot 3.5, and Dog Bite 1.1 million. 20,900 minor Soulstones, and of course 1 Soulstone of each color variety for clearing the stage. That was a pretty goddamn good run. I'm not going to lie to you. That one felt good. It was perfectly difficult. And boy, was there a lot of shit going on the screen. That was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed this episode. Hope you guys did too. If you did, consider leaving a like and subscribing for more Soulstone Survivors content in the future, and game reviews and all the other weird stuff that I do around here. I would genuinely appreciate it. But with that being said, take care of yourselves. Tell someone you love them today. It could change their life. And we will see you guys on Friday for the next episode. See ya.